So guys, the United States is asking the Tinubu's government to act fast. Take a look at this headline. It says, disarm the militias, bring them to justice. US lawmakers warn Nigerian government, condemn slow actions. US want to see the Tinubu's government acting fast. Many people have also accused Tinubu of, a kind of keeping silent and not really acting the way it's supposed to act, especially as regards to the name of terror financiers that was handed over to Nigeria that the Buhari's government refused to look into. So guys, let me quickly take you through some of these reactions from Nigerians after the US government is asking the Tinubu's government to act fast. This person says, it is beyond disgraceful that foreign lawmakers are the ones calling out the failures of our sovereign state and not the clowns in the Nigerian National Assembly who are debating silly bills, defecting and eating rice in Remi's house. How did we fall so low as a nation? This other person here says, this is just unfair to ask. No reasonable and functional government negotiates with terrorists. If you do, you can't stop and terrorism will continue with rippling effect. And now this other person here said, this is the simplest solution. Tinubu will either bring them to justice or his administration will face ugly justice, beginning with the leaking of his drug files in America. And this other person said, the United States should understand that our leaders here tend to prioritize winning votes over protecting and valuing human lives. Their focus is often on political gain rather than addressing the real needs and well-being of the people. So guys, these are some of the reactions from Nigeria. Now take a look at this reaction. Just take a look at what this man said to an Arise TV anchor.
If you know the financiers, you don't try them in public. A lot of them are being under the scrutiny. They've been under the scrutiny for a long while.
No,
but these are not
trial is different from tracking
by scrutiny. Yeah, I mean trial. I mean identified.
Yeah, but why is it hidden?
Yes, some of them local, international. Right. So trust me, it's not as if the government is not doing anything. The government has done a lot in recent times under the administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. A lot is being done. A lot of them can't even ever think of financing anybody anymore.
Yeah, but
so
who are these people?
Work is in progress.
Who are these people? Why can't we know who they are?
No, the security.
I don't know how you mean.
You don't.
If somebody is a criminal and is killing people and has led to the deaths of people, it is a major success for the government if that person is brought to book. Yes, and it shows the rest of us that
a
the
responsible government would also showcase that person at the appropriate time.
And when might that be?
Very soon. Very, very, very soon. Trust me, work is in progress. The government is working. They're tracking. They're trying these people. And there's a lot of international help as well. Right. That is helping us bring them to book.
Also, a human rights lawyer has lambasted the northern leaders, northern governors who had an emergency meeting recently in Kaduna State, pledging to be contributing 1 billion naira monthly to fight insecurity. They also approved state policing. They have always resisted state policing, but because the pressure of the United States is on Nigeria now, finally the North is accepting state policing. They also said they are going to be suspending mining activities in their region. Now, this human rights lawyer has lambasted them. But before we get into that, don't forget that the former CDS has come out to say that some politicians are the ones sponsoring insecurity in Nigeria. That they are the ones sponsoring insecurity in Nigeria. We also have this politician who also said they use them for political gain. Like you can see here, the former chief of defense staff said some politicians finance terrorism in Nigeria, but trials, names kept secret, says former defense chief of staff Lucky Irabo. And this is another northerner who said they brought them from Mali, Sierra Leone, Senegal, other places to win 2015 election. After election, they refused to leave, they refused to go back. So guys, now a human rights lawyer is lambasting the northern elders that they are the ones that groom terrorists in Nigeria, and now they are looking for solution. Let me read it exactly how he wrote it on the Twitter space. He said, the hypocrisy of northern leaders. You cannot fuel insecurity for years and now pretend to seek solution. The attention of the public has been drawn to the communique issued by the 19 northern governors and the Northern Traditional Rulers Council after their emergency meeting in Kaduna, where they called out for 6 months suspension of mining activities, a 1 billion monthly regional security fund, and a full support for state police. While these resolutions appear bold on the surface, Nigerians must not forget the historical truth. The very same northern political, religious, traditional elites who now claim to be searching for solutions are the ones who created, nurtured, defended, and protected the insecurity consuming Nigeria today. Northern leaders legitimized, he started with number 1. Northern leaders legitimized, romanticized bandits for years. Influential northern politicians, clerics, community leaders openly describe bandits as freedom fighters, peacemakers, individuals to be negotiated with, compensated, and granted amnesty. Some even provided them with moral justification and political cover. They refused to label them as terrorists, preferring weak euphemism like misguided youths. Today, those same leaders now want Nigeria to believe they are suddenly ready to confront the monster they created, that they created terrorism in Nigeria. Number 2, the instability we face today did not start today. For over 2 decades, northern elites propagated, implemented, and institutionalized the Sharia criminal justice system in 12 states, created a dual unequal legal regime within a supposed secular republic under national cohesion, inspired radicalization and parallel loyalty structures. This deliberate political project fractured national unity and laid the foundation of today's extremism and lawlessness. Number 3, they weaponized poverty and refused to educate their children. Northern leaders also refused to prioritize basic education, allowed millions of out-of-school children, the highest in the world, weaponized poverty as a political tool, allowed ignorance, hunger, and unemployment to create the perfect breeding ground for banditry. Now, the same leaders who deliberately engineered mass illiteracy suddenly want billions deducted at source every month to fight insecurity. So guys, you can see. Number 4, illegal mining has funded banditry for years. Communities screamed, experts warned, security agencies reported it. Northern leaders ignored every alarm until their own political and economic interests came under threat. A 6-month mining suspension is not courageous move. It is a late admission of complicity. Number 5, the same elites who shielded terror financiers, negotiated with criminals, paid ransom under the table, released arrested bandits to maintain peace, are now calling for state police. He went ahead to say, if established without strict check, state police in the hands of governors who cannot even manage education, transparency, or local government autonomy may become instruments of ethnic domination, tools for political thuggery, paramilitary wing for entrenched interests, legalized banditry under state authority. Number 6, if northern leaders are serious about ending insecurity, they must first admit we caused this. They must also undo their past mistakes, dismantle ideological support for banditry, end selective justice, reinforce constitutional supremacy over Sharia criminal law, mandate compulsory education for all children, punish terror financiers, stop shielding extremist clerics and warlords, empower communities instead of silencing them. Until then, no communique or 1 billion naira deduction can rescue the North from the fire its leaders ignited. Northern Nigeria's insecurity is not an accident. It is the direct product of decades of elite decision, ideological extremism, political hypocrisy, and social engineering. He went further to say that the same hands that fertilize the soil of banditry cannot pretend to be the gardeners of peace today. Nigeria must refuse to be deceived again. Hey, that the northern leaders are deceiving Nigerians, and they are the ones that, helped these terror guys to get where they are today. So they cannot deceive Nigerians as if they are against it. So guys, I'm just going to allow you to take a look at this video where another northern leader is here lambasting the northerners for causing insecurity. Although this one is a Christian, but he said it the way it is. Take your time, watch this video, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.
Well, this is just a panicky approach to security. When you wake up and say you are contributing $1 billion naira every month times 19 billion naira, to do what with that money? Where is the blueprint? What are they going to do in specific with that money? When you have no blueprint and you gather money, you file up money, the money will end up either being squandered or being wasted away. Nothing to implement it on. Number 2, they are running away from the reality on ground. The reality on ground is that there is a linear, direct, indirect, and tangential relationship between poverty, unemployment, illiteracy, and insecurity. They can surrender the entire budget of the state if they like. But as long as there is no investment in education, in agriculture, in youth training, in so many critical factors and infrastructure. For that long, they can continue contributing any amount of money they want, but security is going to elude them. As long as they don't checkmate themselves, the extravagant expenditures being incurred by most of the governors explains why there is no security, not only in the north, but all over the country. When you find at the main cost of local and foreign travel by a governor, golfing more than 30 billion naira in 1 year, actually in less than 1 year, and you go to the same state, go to the Ministry for Health, you find the entire budget for the whole ministry for over 8-9 million people is less than 10 billion naira. If you go to Ministry for Youth and Women Affairs, the amount budgeted is less than 2 billion naira. If you go to agriculture, the amount is less than 10 billion naira, but in the office of a particular governor, 30 billion, 40 billion allocated for what? For admin and traveling. Anybody with that mentality and is telling you that he's serious about security is only deceiving himself and also deceiving you. We need to have a practical approach. When you say you want state police, how, when? People have been calling for this state police for the last 10 years. They have been ignoring it. Now they want state police. What approach? What structure is on ground for the state police? State police is very, very desirable. I am for state police, but not in the fire brigade approach. There is no state in Nigeria that doesn't have retired DIG, retired AIG, retired director DSS, retired director from prisons, retired director from immigration, retired director from civil defense, but they are not tapping into the experiences of these retirees who know the game better than anybody. Rather, some of them see them as enemies. As long as we don't bring in critical stakeholders, as long as government doesn't discharge its own responsibilities, as long as monies are being squandered and spent at will, for that long we'll just continue crying about insecurity, but insecurity will continue to challenge us.
Yeah, Mr. Mahdi, yeah, if I may comment, I know you've raised concern about lack of prudence on the part. I think it's across board, from federal government to state, where we've said, a friend of mine would say, is the moral hazard they have to bear for emotionally unintelligent expenditure, given the paucity of funds that we have as a people, yet we see them spending this money. Where I'm going to with that is, insecurity is biting really hard. So in terms of prioritization, don't you think that is an urgent situation that needs to be addressed? Then we can backtrack to these causative factors that you've listed, which are quite correct.
The truth is that there has been total neglect in the past. People were complaining they are being ignored. At one time, in a certain state, only 10 local governments were under the hand of bandits. Today in that state, 20 local governments are gasping. They are under siege. They are under the control of bandits. If you take the entire north, northwest, northeast, north central, almost 60% have been run over by bandits. And surprisingly, when Katsina was under siege, Kanu and Jigawa folded their arms. And then they forgot about what is called the contagious effect theory. Now Kanu is affected. Jigawa is affected. When Zamfara was under siege, Sokoto and Kebbi folded their arms. Now Sokoto and Kebbi are under siege. Now, if you go to Niger axis, it's over now to Kogi, it's now to Kwara, it's now to Edo, it's Ondo. You see, it is just going on like a bushfire. It is now a national disaster on account of total neglect and ignoring of clarion calls of citizens who mean well were ignored. Voices were ignored. In a society where you find a government spending billions of naira to buy vehicles for traditional rulers, same vehicles that they cannot drive now on the highway. Most of them that go to Abuja or come to Kaduna or go to Lagos for a meeting, they go on chartered flights. They can never drive those limousine cars. In a society where you give priority for luxury, you abandon education, abandon agriculture, abandon healthcare, abandon youth unemployment is there in huge, in millions. That society can continue pretending. That society is entitled to pretend. Those leaders are entitled to their own make-believe. But insecurity will continue being a challenge as long as we don't do the right thing. As long as we don't spend money meant for the public in the interest of the public. As long as we continue to personalize collective wealth of the nation by few people are holding the entire country to ransom. For example, Ned Nwako, not Nwodo, the senator, his committee said that they have discovered $306 billion, almost 484 trillion, questionable, doubtable, unaccounted for at NNPCL from 2017 to 2023. As if that was not enough, Senator Wadada, Chairman Senate Committee on Public Accounts, also said that 210 trillion need to be explained by NNPC. Just yesterday, day before yesterday, 17 trillion naira was spent by NNPCL on what? On guiding pipeline at the rate of 1.5 trillion per month. A total of over 600 trillion naira is being questioned under just one organization. You have not gone to NPA, you have not gone to the MASA, you have not gone to Central Bank, you have not gone to so many organizations, FIRS, to find out the Kwandamania.
Well, Mr. Madi,
that is money that is more than enough to make everybody comfortable.
Right.
Money that's more than enough to even help other countries. It is money being personalized by few people that are breaching the trust of the public.
Well, quite a number of issues you have raised, Mr. Madi, and you sort of focused on, government spending, use of public resources. You also talked about investing in education, agriculture, and youth development. Interestingly, these are the things being targeted by the terrorists. Education, schools being attacked, students being abducted, agriculture as well, farmlands being targeted, youth, a lot of these youths being recruited into the terrorist or bandit cells. So almost as though they are targeting what government should be doing and harnessing that for their own nefarious activities. But fundamentally, Mr. Madi, I want you to speak to this point because one of our guests earlier on talked about, the advent of terrorism, 1980, Metsasini, and all of that, and how it has built up. In fact, he referenced, and I believe, Bauchi State Governor about 6 years ago, where he was talking about, the movement of people, how people can actually move and they shouldn't have restrictions and all of that. And these communities have said time and again that one, we know where these terrorists are hiding. We don't think government is doing enough. In fact, government also know where these people are hiding. So I wonder for you, what is the fundamental issue here that looks like is holding government back from acting? When I say government, I mean government, security agencies, and the rest. Are they afraid, and what are they afraid of?
No, just look at the manner and the pattern and the processes through which leaders emerge in Nigeria. Here you are in a country where a person is in a locality, and every locality is a well-known criminal, well-known lawbreaker, well-known offender, known to everybody. Yet, somewhere, somehow, that person emerges to become a local government chairman, a councillor, to become a member House of Assembly, to become member House of Reps, a senator, a governor. He can occupy the highest office in Nigeria. A person that emerges through that process, fully aware of his credentials as a criminal, will be a person that will have no courage, will have no guts, will have no audacity, will have no temerity to checkmate crime because he is part of the crime cycle. Number two, we abandoned competence for anything goes. Just look at what is happening now. Open your eyes well. Look at the entire political horizon. See the people in charge. You will cry for Nigeria. It's only in Nigeria where somebody who was in prison, charged for murder of a cabinet minister, collected his nomination form while in prison, filled in the form, was not even there during the convention, was given the ticket, and he became a senator while in the prison. And up to now, the case of about that minister that he is suspected to have facilitated in killing is still nowhere in the courts. In a society where somebody is facing EFCC charges of multi-billion naira fraud from his own state, he was being charged to court almost a week, in the next 1 week. The moment his name emerged as a ministerial nominee, the investigation went down completely. He appeared at the Senate, he was cleared. Everybody looked away from that crime. Many of them are there in the National Assembly, State Assembly, at local government level, at every strata of the society. A society where criminals are being celebrated, criminals are being compensated in a manner of speaking. That society must go into prayers. In a society where you negotiate with criminals, you give money to criminals, you give cash to criminals, you even surrender yourself to criminals. That society is a society that must go on prayers. It's a society that must ask its own honest question. Are we willing to go down completely, or are we willing to save ourselves? Well, apparently, Nigerians, both the leaders and the led, are not willing to save a society.
Well, Mr. Madi, pardon me to quickly come in here.
Sunk down.
Pardon me to quickly come in here. And you've talked about drastic measures. The Minister of Defense resigned late yesterday on health grounds, and there's going to be security rejigging, we imagine. I remember in 2014, then President Goodluck Jonathan, just right after the abduction of Chibok girls, 200 and something of them, was asked to resign by now President Bola Tinubu. Over 300 students have been abducted in Niger State, and more being abducted. Is it fair to then call on the president to resign, as a lot of people have called, saying that the figures look even worse than then, during Jonathan's time?
You see, it is what is called nemesis and karma. Jonathan was blackmailed. Using what? Using Boko Haram. By who? By desperate politicians who are out for power at all costs. They were all over. They went to America, they went everywhere. They want Jonathan what? Removed. Jonathan, be a gentleman, fully aware that he was being blackmailed, went and even congratulated Buhari. He stepped aside. 10 years down the line, Jonathan must be laughing in his private bedroom now. 10 years down the line, Jonathan will feel vindicated now. 10 years along the line, they are reaping exactly what they sow, that of blackmail, that of hate, that of desperation for power that they planted 10 years ago, they are now harvesting. It is karma at play, it is nemesis at play. The same politician now that are running helter-skelter, contributing $1 billion naira, spending trillions of naira, buying drones, are the same people that blackmailed Jonathan. Therefore, it is a warning that every day could be for the thief, one day could be for the owner. You can continue to blackmail, you can continue to intimidate, you can continue to arrest, you can continue to pretend, but a harvest day always awaits the pretenders, the blackmailers, and the intimidators. This is the rule of God. This is the law of God.
Mr. Mahdi, you're making very weighty, comments, or if you like, allegations, as the case may be. You say back then, desperate politicians using Boko Haram blackmailed former President Jonathan, and they're the same who are now buying equipment, who are buying drones. It seems like this will not go away in the polity. Just yesterday, ex-CDS General Rabo was saying that some politicians are funding terrorism. Prior to that time, some other speakers have said there are certain persons, even in the government, that are funding terrorism. How does that relate really to also, or contrasts with the decision of the northern governors to suspend mining in the north. And we've heard, also that some foreign nationals are also fueling banditry in Nigeria's north. How does this all tie together?
See, let them give you the list of people they granted the mining license. If you see the list, you will cry. I have the list up to 2024. I don't have that at 2025, but if you look at the characters and the characterization of the people given the license for mining, your mouth will drop. If you travel to Dubai airport, Dubai, they have no gold at all. In the entire space of Dubai, there is no single deposit of gold. But now Dubai is a heaven for gold. And the 65% of the gold going to Dubai is coming from Africa. Of the 65%, 42 comes from Nigeria. Go to Dubai airport, go to the declaration desk, and see how raw gold is being declared for entry into Dubai. It's not illegal. You can take any quantum of gold, especially if it is raw, to Dubai, and you will have your dollar paid to you there instantly and instantaneously. Therefore, it is not the mining. They would never suspend mining. The owners of mining license are more powerful than the owners of oil wells in the south. They are powerful.
So guys, Nigerians have continued to react as Tinubu advertises his new campaign vehicles. This person tweeted, at a time when Nigeria is battling deep insecurity with security forces lacking basic armory and in dire need of intervention, Tinubu chose to invest billions in exotic vehicles for his re-election campaign. This level of insensitivity is impossible to have. So guys, a whole lot Nigerians have been reacting. Remember that Sahara Reporters was the first to carry this news, but as it stands now, Nigerians are badly reacting. It's really time for Nigerians to hit the streets and express themselves, because see, the Tinubu's government seems to be deaf. As in, they don't hear the cry. Oh God, you don't know how many Nigerians are in captivity. You don't know what people are going through in the hands of these bandits in Nigeria. Many people are in the forest. It's only the one that news captured that you saw. I mean it. Now let me take some reaction. This person say, can Nigeria just rise up and reject the APC? I mean, honestly, can Nigeria just rise up and reject the APC? This man has made deal with US to do whatever they want as long as he continues ruling. And another person here say, all this on a propaganda won't stop Tinubu from being your president in 2023. It won't make Peter be president of Nigeria, even after Tinubu's tenure. This person here say, is this picture recent? Another person here say, go to court. Oh, thank you. This person say, this is like over 300 billion naira of taxpayers' money wasted, and next year they want to start taxing poor citizens. Honestly, 8 to 25% tax or more. I still wonder how I became a Nigerian. Oh my God. No social benefit for the average citizens of this country. No security provision for citizens. God. And this person here said, the funniest part of this nonsense is when you ask them to show their achievement, they make them believe they deserve a second time. They will be angry and after your life. Criminals people. This person here said, are you kidding me right now? People are dying. He's buying fancy cars. This isn't insensitivity. This is a slap on the face of every Nigerian suffering. It's a betrayal. My blood is boiling. This is just plain wrong, unacceptable. Hey, honestly, this is enough to provoke Nigerian citizens, honestly. Tinubu is only interested in politics. In all its ramification, he doesn't care who dies or lives. I have said it all that Tinubu cares about about is how to do second term as president of Nigeria. Protection of lives and properties of Nigerians doesn't concern him. And this person said, where are the campaign funds from? What's going on? Nigeria is indeed a shithole. We deserve it for our docility. Hey, this person, we deserve it for we are too docile. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Well branded to be stoned. Why do you think the man is stealing Nigeria into oblivion? Clear signs saying everybody get different priority. Nigeria is not a real country anymore. Hey, it's really so bad for Tinubu to be bringing out these vehicles at such a time. Country they born, CAPC concerned not to rule over the ashes. Honestly, hey, all the money has been going there. All the money he has been borrowing. This person, why does he need brand new, highly luxurious SUVs for his re-election campaign? Ask me why Tinubu must go for that. This person, Oga, everything where I like fit use any personal money. Okay, Oga, anything where I like, I fit use any personal money do. So make I dey use my personal money tackle insecurity for una. Which of your personal money you don't contribute for them to fight insecurity? You people have a realist. This is what concerns him the most. Those who pamper the serpent today will definitely be pampered by the dragon tomorrow. So guys, it's really so pathetic. These are some of the reactions from Nigerians after the Tinubu's government started releasing their campaign vehicles. Hey, let me take this one. This one says, just in case the certificate of expulsion is not enough, PDP has issued a public disclaimer notice to let the public know that Nyesom Wike is no longer a member of the PDP. And Wike has not really reacted to this. Shebi, he is the owner of PDP, has not really come out to lambast them. He might be saying, oh, they are playing. They for use this picture. Another person say the court and INEC will decide which of the faction is authentic. Social media acceptability has little influence in the financial scheme of things. Fingers crossed. PDP is truly sick. Why not use the current recognizable photo of Wike, Wike that everyone knows? With this old picture, Wike can easily deny it's him. Remember, he's busy building mansions or churches. He'll probably win the case on some technicalities. Must PDP go all this whole hog in the dismissal and expulsion of Wike? Wike FCT Minister, Emperor with the so-called traveler. Only PDP dallied by petting Wike, especially the likes of Bode George, hence growth of the Frankincense monster that morphed to cancer. PDP are just waking up. PDP are just waking up, and it's like it's already too late. But let's see how it goes. So you must have heard that the PDP has expelled Wike. Wike has not reacted to this. Let's wait now and see how he battles it out. So if Wike is actually suspended, then it's going to be like, Wike is now going to be partyless. Imagine what this man is occupied with amidst killing. I've lost respect for you, sir. Oh, you even had respect for him before now. That's Tinubu and his campaign vehicles. This person says sometimes I shudder to think about what has become of this country if President Tinubu didn't sneeze. If President Trump didn't sneeze, Tinubu is interested only in his re-election, even if what remains for him to rule over the ashes of Nigerians. Pablo Bat defeated in 2023 and he will be defeated in 2027. But this time it will be more disgraceful than that of 2023, where PO defeated him and Atiku by landslide. This is why they don't want PO on the ballot, and then using terrorists to intimidate Nigerians. I mean it. Who knows how the election is going to be? Even if he's buying vehicles for his campaign, why couldn't he buy innocent? Imagine how much money he has gone to Japan on this purchase. Master economist, my foot, honestly. Can never buy from. Want to give Igbo man his money. Misplaced priorities, just power and money grappling, nothing more. The lives of Nigerians mean nothing. You get respect for the Bedo before. Man don't give a shit about good governance. Honestly. All these states being attacked by terrorists today were states largely won by PO in the last election. However, since the US declared Nigeria as a CPC, it has frustrated their effort. Nigeria must not relent, because now the world is aware and watching closely. It's high time Nigeria starts stoning these god-fucking politicians. All they care about politics, not the actual governance. Imagine a country is burning, but 2027 campaign is their priority. So guys, I don't know what you make of this. It's really so heart-touching to see that the Tinubu's government is just busy with the election instead of giving Nigerians exactly what people are asking for. It's really so sad. Anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell notification. Thank you.